wide receiver Rashod Bateman. That's a fella who opted out of the season back in August and has opted back in now and is good enough to join us to talk about it. Rashod, in August when you said no to football, how much of that was because of testing positive for COVID?
It was 100% because of COVID. You know, I had an experience with COVID and it was rough for me at times. So not having any answers and not knowing where to look at that time period was very tough. So that's why I chose to opt out at the beginning.
How scared were you when that all happened?
It was very scary just because there was no answers and you just didn't know anything. So it was just kind of get better, you know. So it was a very tough time.
Well, I'm glad to hear you are better. Glad to hear that's all come and gone now. But
thank you.
Deciding to play was one thing. You actually weren't cleared right away. You had to go through the NCAA. So what was that like, and who did you talk to, and how did that all go?
For me personally and the staff here and with NCAA, it was really just gathering information and figuring out what we needed to do next, the next right step to move forward, and that's what we did.
So there's a big difference of you playing this year versus last year, and that's Tyler Johnson is gone. Are you expecting a lot more double teams now?
Probably so, but that's out of my control, so I can't do anything about it. So we're going to have to make it do, and I know we will.
Well, how are you going to handle it?
Like we always do.
By saying the word elite?
Always.
You've got another big change besides Johnson not being there with you. You got a new offensive coordinator. What's the biggest difference between the man you have now and the man you had last year?
I just think he's bringing more energy with his personality. Offense hasn't changed much at all, to be honest, but just having that young energy around us, with us being young adults, we really need that. So it really pushes our offense to keep going. So we really like him here.
Right. Plus, with a head coach who's so low energy, you're not really getting it from anyone on the staff, right?
I will have to say that Coach PJ Flake is very high energy.
Yeah, I think so. How would you describe what practice has been like since we got the official go-ahead that the Big Ten is returning back? What have practices been like?
Practice has been practice. You know, you go and you grind and you go to work. That's what you do every practice. The only difference now is the mask during practice, which, you know, we deal with it and we just continue to work.
But for the most part, it feels kind of normal? Oh,
yeah, for sure. I'm happy back with the team. Everybody's excited. We're excited to kick off this season. Just a lot of excitement running through everybody's veins right now through practice. So, yeah.
And, of course, your quarterback is back, Tanner Morgan. Describe a Tanner Morgan throw.
Leader. There's so many words to describe him. He's a good person. He's a good teammate, and he's an elite quarterback. He does a great job of leading his team on and off the field. He's probably one of the hardest workers I've ever met in my entire life, whether it's academically, with football, or outside of that. So having him on his team for us is very key, and he's a very important role for us.
What about specifically his throw, though? The ball. You turn around the look, and the ball's coming towards you from Tanner Morgan. Describe what that looks like.
It's like seeing Zaxby's, you know, it's just beautiful. Beautiful ball, beautiful everything. You know, me and Tanner got an inside joke about that, so I love seeing it.
What excites you the most about playing ball this fall?
My teammates, being surrounded by them. You know, I missed them with the little time I was gone, and now I know what it feels like to, you know, be without teammates and be without college and that. So I really just think just getting together and building those bonds with my teammates and just going to work every day with them.
And of course, Rashod, we're living in a world that is so different from where we were a year ago in 3, 4, 5 different ways that are enormous. One of those is on your mind when it came to your uniform. You are switching numbers this year. Tell us what you're switching to and why you're doing it.
When I found out that 0 was an eligible number that we can use this year, I hopped right on it. I texted Coach Fleck and I asked him, and I told him my reasons why. You know, with everything going on in the world right now with social injustice, I feel like it was very important for me to use my platform while I can, and I was blessed to have it. So with zero tolerance to racism, we don't tolerate that in this program. And me personally, I just feel like this is what this country needs at this time, and I get to use my platform to do so.
So you're using the number 0 to represent zero tolerance for racism. That's really cool, man. When did the idea first come to you for that?
As soon as I found out, to be honest, because social justice is always on my mind with everything going on, and I figured that would just be a good way to use it.
Well done. Kudos. That's a really cool thing, and it'll be easy for folks to root for you for that, for sure. Rashod, thanks so much for your time, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you.